Are you absolutely in love with the 2023 M&P Spec Series like I am? If so, watch this video because I got some really interesting things with our first 500 rounds through this gun. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff, and I'm really excited to share all of it with you. So first of all, let's just get it out of the box and show you what there is. So there's obviously the spec itself. It comes with a Faxon barrel and a Faxon compensator. This thing is huge and it's got big porting in the comp, and I was really excited for the chance to shoot this because I knew it was going to do an awesome job at mitigating recoil. Newsflash, it did. So you've also got 4 magazines. There are 2 17-round flush fit magazines and 2 23-round quite extended magazines that look really cool. It also comes with a Spec Series knife with a little sheath. I'm gonna tell you right now, the sheath is garbage in the sense of the clip does not keep the sheath retained when you try to draw the knife. I'm gonna have to figure out a workaround for how I can actually carry that knife. But I do love the knife, it's really cool, and it came quite sharp out of the box. And there's a Spec Series challenge coin inside, which is cool but useless. As you could tell, obviously a huge case as well, which is always very nice. And then there's a bunch of spare parts, including details on the compensator that I should have read before we went to the range, but I'll let you keep watching and find that. So I bought this spec from Gun Garage Tactical down in South Florida. Full disclosure, they are a partner of ours on my agency's side, but I actually purchased this from them. Joe was cool enough to keep an eye out for one after I mentioned liking it, and in January, actually February, he found one of these in distribution when we thought there was none left, and immediately called me and said, hey, do you want this? I was like, yes, I got it. So I bought it. I just want to be totally clear that we got this from Gun Garage, and it's a super awesome thing that you can have a gun shop that pays so much attention to detail on customer service that they will go and track something like this down when there's so few out there. And I had probably asked him 3 months before he called me to keep his eyes out for one. So I really thought they were gone, especially after talking to the Smith team at SHOT Show. They're like, oh yeah, they're all sold out, they're gone. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It was a fun idea, but it ain't gonna happen for me unless I find a used one. And then I got that call from Joe. It was super exciting. So I want a big thank you to Joe. If you guys are looking for guns and ammo and suppressors and other things in your local in South Florida, go ahead and contact Gun Garage Tactical. If you want to shop online, they've got a cool e-commerce website as well. It's gungaragetactical.com, and they will get stuff shipped out to you right away. So let's head on over to the range and let's put our initial 500 rounds through the M&P 2023 Spec Series. All right, so we got the M&P Spec. This is the 2023 edition with the Faxon comp and the beautiful olive drab green. This is the metal frame version. I've never shot this. I don't even know if I've actually shot an M&P at all, frankly. Story of my life. So we're gonna run 500 rounds through this. We're gonna see how it goes, and hopefully everything goes well. We've got 250 rounds of 124 grain and then 250 rounds of 115 just to see what the comp likes or doesn't like. And here we go. All right, real quick. The comp on my spec seems to have blew the microphone I was using. So you're gonna hear the audio topping out a lot when I shoot, and that mic ended up failing a few days later at a client's event. So I'm telling you this just to let you know we left this video intact because I really wanna show my authentic reactions to the true first time that I shot this gun. So the audio is a little weird when I'm shooting. As far as I can tell, my voice is clean throughout. But bear with that kind of scratchy audio because I really wanted to give you the experience I had the first time I shot it. Thanks so much. Let's get to shooting. Ooh, that shoots real flat. Got a failure to go into battery there. Now we got a double feed. That was with some S&B, I believe, 124 grade. The cool thing about the spec is they come with these huge 23 round mags. This is gonna be like forever and infinity. Looks like we got some Blazer or CCI, one or the other. Another failure to feed there. Looks like that was the last round, actually. Had a slight failure going to battery there, but not bad. Maybe. Dead trigger. That was weird. The chamber like locked up. Failure to fully eject. And now we got double feed. Boy, this thing's picky. Another failure to feed. Boy, I love the way this shoots, but I am not loving these failures. That was the last one. Well, that was an interesting first 75-ish rounds. All right, so we did 4 mags through the M&P Spec. Kind of not thrilled with the results so far. A lot of stovepipes, a bunch of failures to feed. Also, apparently the comp does not come with Loctite in the set screws because it was walking off already. So thankfully I brought my entire kit with me, and there was Loctite in the kit from Smith, which was awesome. So we put Loctite on the set screws and got those set in place, and now it should be good to go. So we're gonna keep trying with a lot more 124 grain and see what happens. I do have 115 as well, so maybe it will like that better. I know comps are generally speaking picky, but I was really hoping this was just gonna work. So we'll see how it goes. That was a failure to lock back. That was probably my hand. It does have an oversized slide lock lever on it, and it falls pretty well exactly where my thumb rests. Well, whatever problems we had before, we don't seem to be having now. All right, so something interesting that you'll see footage of is the ejection pattern on this is really weak, and you can see the brass that we just went over on the ground. I'm basically standing here when I'm shooting, and the brass is all like right next to me. So the comp is definitely pulling energy out of the slide cycling, which probably led to some of those initial issues of it not really liking the ammo. Hopefully those issues are behind us, and as we run what we're gonna do here today, it keeps working. But I'm really interested to see what happens when we switch to 115 grain. Hey, so real quick, if you like content like this and you're in the firearms, the hunting, or the outdoors industry, and your business or the business you work for needs content creation and social media marketing, websites, SEO, things like that, I actually own an agency that does that stuff specifically for the firearms, hunting, and outdoors industry. You can go to cootsagency.com, which you're gonna see below, and just fill out one of the forms there. You can read articles, you can check us out. We would love to consider working with you, especially if you found us through this YouTube video. Thank you. We got 115 grain. This ran 124s decently. Kind of wondering if we need 147s to really get this comp running right, which I don't have those with me. So we're going to try 115s. I got one 17 round mag. Let's see if we can even get that to work, and we'll go from there if it does. I think it works. My thumb definitely rests on that in a frustrating way. But at what, one failure? Yeah. Not positive if it's me or the ammo or the gun, but things are improving compared to how we started, that's for sure. Pretty aggressive failure to feed there. And another. And another. It doesn't seem to like the last round very much. But then that mag was totally fine. This is all the same 115, by the way. The 124 grain, we did have a few different types mixed in, but this is all Remington range 115. And look at that. That barely fed at all. Yeah. Somebody in the comments wants to drop what you think we could try to get better cycling through this. That would be awesome, because this is my first comped pistol, but I will research this, but I'm always interested to hear the opinions of fellow YouTubers. 500 rounds through the M&P Spec. Not loving the performance so far. I have a feeling it's probably a combination of the comp and the fact that I don't really know what I'm doing with comps, in the sense of I probably didn't pick the most fantastic ammo. That being said, we did make it through 250 rounds of 124 grain ammo that was from a variety of manufacturers, and then 250 rounds of 115, specifically from Remington. You can save the comments. I know Remington is not the most fantastic range ammo, but it's what we had available. So I do want to hear your comments on what would make this run better in your professional YouTuber opinion. And we will be back with more content on this for sure. We do love shooting it. It's a nice shooting gun. It feels really good in your hand. The grip texture, the comp does do a great job. Just some rough starts here that I expect we'll work our way through once we learn a little more. My editor's gonna be like, what's with this 30-second clip of 3 shots? Shut up and edit it. 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 All right. The Spec, it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I was obviously disappointed at the number of failures that we had. I think that's probably on me. If you've watched this channel before, you know we always try to own if we're doing something stupid or if it's actually a problem with the gun. Our Palmetto State Armory Magazines video was a very humbling learning experience for us, with failures that were definitely the mag's fault and then a lot that were probably our fault. And you know, YouTube, you guys really helped us flush all that out. So with this, I am really open to feedback, because this is my first comped gun. I'm gonna be totally honest. I did get a variety of 124 grain ammo, which was, in my understanding, gonna be the best thing to kind of test it with. And it seemed to actually run better with just basic Remington 115. I know you're gonna tell me that the ammo sucks. I don't care. It was what I had, we used it. That being said, if you have one of these, I really want to hear your feedback on if your experience has been similar. If you're a comped or ported gun expert and you want to chime in and tell me, yeah, this is what I would do differently, or you need to break it in more, or we should try a different ammo, or add more lube or grease or whatever, we're open to hearing that. At the end of the day, this channel is both a way for us to have fun and also a way for us to demonstrate what we're learning. And I'm not going to be shy about the fact that I'm learning a bunch on this platform. So final thoughts on the 2023 M&P Spec with the Faxon comp. Totally cool gun, really like it. It looks amazing. It shoots really good. I definitely do need to work the kinks out, but I don't think this was a bad investment. I do want to say that I probably should have done a little more research before just running out to the range with it. I'm sure you can understand my excitement of running out to the range with it. But overall, you probably are not going to find one of these unless it's used at this point. That's my understanding. But I do want to say that if you do find one, it is probably worth grabbing, especially if you've watched a few videos and you understand what you're getting into as far as getting the comp right and all that stuff. So if you like guns like this, or hunting, or other outdoor or firearms related things like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to do 4 shorts a week and 1 to 2 long form a month on all the cool, fun things that we find and our experiences with them. We would super duper appreciate it, and we hope to see you back on the channel again.